Well, let me ask you a question. I'll answer it maybe
Mhm.
round two. But why do you think people are abusing substance?
That's a complex. It's very nuanced because at least like in my peers, it's very nuanced and complex. Some of it's trauma, some of it is just anxiety that they don't know how to like regulate.
I think personally, you can agree or disagree. People abuse substances, whether it's alcohol, cocaine, whatever. They're trying to escape. Listen, when you get stressed out and you go on vacation, you have more drinks than you normally do, right?
Mhm.
Because you're trying to escape that rat race, those other things that are going on.
Mhm.
So it's a natural phenomenon. When you go out and you go to parties, you want fellowship, you want communion,
Yeah, that's
but you also want to escape from what's going on, right? Those are just really, really probably poor ways
mhm.
of escaping. I think this generation, I feel like this generation is probably using less drugs than my generation did.
Okay. I want to touch on that.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like the less like how Gen Z is like it's like less than maybe like Gen X or like boomers.
I don't know. I mean, in the 80s, I think marijuana was like very, prevalent.
Yeah. First marijuana.
Yeah, it was just out there if you wanted it,
Okay.
right? But now I also think part of the danger that's going on is that it's so overwhelmingly prevalent and it's stronger.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
going to have increased incidents with like
Chemically.
psychosis, yeah,
Yeah.
things like that. And then you're getting a whole other population from prison that's
Mhm.
being released, right? Because of these like old drug laws that are
Yeah.
being released back into society. Jobs are difficult sometimes to get, right?
Mhm.
And then they might resort down to, back to bad habits. And then you
Yeah,
have this
cycle.
very prevalent
Yeah.
drug use out there. And we're like a generation, I think like a society, we're all like dopamine junkies. Like
Yeah.
you just constantly go through
Yeah.
social media. Oh, this is great. What's the
Yeah.
next thing? And we as professors, we have to compete sometimes with information like on social media. Okay, sometimes I feel like one of my frustrations is I have to get up there and entertain people with
Yeah.
as much information as I can because you're competing with with that phone, and that's just driving this whole desire to constantly be stimulated and entertained.
So is it like that constant need to be stimulated